back in Norway. Things have been going well on the pitch. Trying to find somewhere to live, not quite so easy. So what we're going to do today is we've got a couple of games, but we'll have a very quick look around Bergen, see where we are. That obviously behind me is our stadium, which is one of the best you've ever seen me in front of. Right, for the uninitiated, this is Northern Europe. And here, as we zoom in, is Norway, and there is Bergen, which is, you know, there are certain things on certain pieces of software that think they're being helpful and just get in the way. Excel is very similar. Thank you, Google, but I don't want to see that. What I want to see is this, which is our stadium, the inventively named Brann Stadion. And now, if we have a bit of a stand on a street and have a look at it, doesn't look very much like a football stadium. I mean, this side looks a bit like a low-level block of flats, which is a bit weird. And then we can go up around here. Still looks like a block of flats. Until we get around the corner when it starts looking like an office building. So it's one of the weirdest stadiums I've ever seen from the outside. Doesn't look too bad inside. And, you know, it's home. It'll do. Right. First up, we have, let me just close that down. First up, we have a cup game against probably the appropriately named Trauma. I'm sure it's pronounced something like Trauma or something, but I mean, clearly it's going to cause me trauma. I mean, they are not, as far as I'm aware, in any of the top 4 divisions in Norway, so this should be the definition of easy win. The reserves are going to be playing because we've got the game against Stabæk, who are the second favourites. Up until their last game, they were second in the league. As you can see, things have gone very well points-wise since you last saw us. Only one of these games has been won by more than a goal. And we have threatened to court disaster a number of times. This one, we went 1 up, we went 2-1 down, we rescued it in the 81st minute and then won it in the 95th minute. This one, 2 up, 2 all, 2 goals in a minute, 90th minute winner. This one, 2 up, 2 all, 92nd minute winner. There's a theme developing is what I'm saying. We don't seem to be able to put teams away like we did on that opening day. We've never approached that sort of performance since. And Stabæk are going to be a much sterner test. If you look at the table when you see it, you won't see anyone we have played in the top 7. We haven't played anyone good yet. And we are still struggling to beat people at the moment. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get to the Norwegian Cup first round and experience some trauma. Right, it is time for the cup. So let's get into the tactical meeting. Apparently they have someone we should be triggering a press on. So right, this is basically the reserves. Can't put the reserve goalkeeper in because he's just gone down injured for several weeks. So Dingeland, who I have not been impressed with recently, he's not played very well the last 2 games. Seems to be mainly responsible for the goals we've conceded. But he's going to have to stay in. Fjeldskår, Kolskogen, Skovgaard, Muller, Wolf, none of whom are starters. Rash and Obi, again, not starters. Skarnes, who did probably play in that opening game that you saw, but since lost his spot by not being as good. Castro, who you didn't see because he was injured, shouldn't probably be in here now, because I would have liked to have rested him for the league game, but now Jensen Vasberg, who you did see in that first game, is now injured for 2 months. oddly, it did give me the chance. It said something, I think it was a broken arm or something. And I could have had some cast put on that would have meant he could play. But I didn't go for it because honestly, how well are you going to play with an arm in a cast or a sling? I mean, I don't see how that is conducive to playing in an attacking, well, any sort of role on a football pitch for 2 months. So we've basically lost him for that. Hansen and Hegebo are the other two in the starting lineup today. Again, neither of them normal starters. As you can see, lots of people are struggling for match sharpness. Hopefully this will give them some. We are away from home. And yes, we are doing well despite ourselves. And like I say, this team are at best 5th level in Norway. They really shouldn't present any sort of problem to our reserves even. But of course, we are down and behind in 90 seconds. Bizarre skip from the goal scorer, but I suppose he's earned it. Again, goalkeeper. I am going to thump you one. If you cannot keep the ball out of the net, right, I'm going to demand more immediately. Because this just is completely unacceptable, isn't it? I mean, we are supposed to get to like the quarterfinals or something of this bloody competition. At the moment, we're not even going to get a quarter of the way through this game. Right, Kasper Skarnes has equalised. Very well taken goal. Well done, sir. Try not to go behind again, lads. You are embarrassing yourselves. Only we could actually fall behind at this sort of level side. Even with reserves. I mean, this reserves like should probably be able to cope at certainly the division below. Oh, I thought you... Oh, they're trying my patience. They really are. I mean, you would think someone who has won 7 straight games would be happy with life, wouldn't you? But no. Oh, talking of the other reasons I'm not happy with life. You may remember when I got the job at Eidsvold in the last series, I had terrible trouble finding somewhere to live and had to resort to living in Oslo, which was nowhere near, really, where I worked. Can I find a place in Bergen? I can't find anywhere. So, at the moment, I'm basically sleeping in my office at the stadium, which is lucky because it does look like an office block. So, you know, I've got a little sort of sofa in the office, and yeah, I'm just kipping down there every night at the moment. I don't know what it is with places to rent in Norway on the internet, but you can't find them for love nor money. And I've got money. I've got money to spend. Well, he's made you look like an arse there, hasn't he? Why are we second best against this lot? Why are they up for it and we're not winning balls at all? I mean, it's 2-2. And you can't say they haven't deserved it. They've been, you know, out fighting you. I'm absolutely horrified by this show. I can't trust any of you to come in at this rate, can I? You're all terrible. Sort your lives out. I mean, apparently we've been on top. You know it, not to look at this blooming game. I mean, I know I'm playing the reserves. Oh, I don't know. I might just give up talking about this match because it's just going to be weird from start to finish. I mean, there's no way this should be 3-2 against this little lot. No way. Where's their other goal as well, by the way, game? They have scored a second one. Should be showing up on that graph somewhere. Royally miffed if I was them. Don't try and make it look comfortable now. We all know it's been a struggle. We were here. We've watched you. Give me that. Oh, we've got a 2-goal lead. I know you lot are like with 2-goal leads, so that's no comfort. Right, that is completely unacceptable. And see, lad, look at that reaction. Look at that reaction and tell me they don't know they've played very badly. 4-2 up and I'm calling it completely unacceptable. And most of them are happy about it. I'm fired up by it. Yeah. Don't try and tell me that was a decent first half. Right, you, I'm happy with. Apparently you're unsure of yourself now. Honestly, footballers. Brain like a mollusk. I mean, obviously they've scored with their only 2 shots on target because, you know, it's us. That's what happens. Oh, go on then, take him off. Oh, good, they've finally been given that second goal on the match momentum chart. Marvellous. I mean, we're not exactly blowing them away second half either, are we? And here they come again. Could have brought that down. Probably could have cleared it. Oh, you've given them a penalty. Oh, I'm not fully up on the laws in Norway, but I'm presuming it's not legal to shoot them all. Shame it's not Switzerland. Euthanasia is legal there, and I could have put them out of their misery. I thought you want to put Board Finner on for a forward. It's not a forward. Right, well, I'm going to have to play Moberg for a few minutes then. The rest of you can just suck it up. I mean, look at you, 6.5. I know there are issues with match sharpness, but you don't need to be sharp to beat this lot. They're 3 levels below you at least. And you have made such a fist of this. Oh my god. Well, that's one of the worst wins you'll ever see in your life. Terrible. But I don't care how badly you feel about that comment. Yes, Thomas Nappen, one of life's optimists and sweet summer children. Right, well, that's a really good build-up for the Trauma-tic game. 8 wins out of 8 so far. What do you think the chances are it's going to be 9? I don't think they're very good. We'll find out. Right, let's see if we can put in a decent performance this time, because we're going to need to. I mean, you see from the league table here, we've got a 6-point lead and a clearly superior goal difference, mainly off the back of that 6-0 win on the opening day. Trauma-tic have been decent. They are supposed to be a good side for this level. I think they came down with us last season, if I remember rightly, from the season preview thing. And the first team is back in today, so hopefully there'll be a better performance out of it. Yeah, alright, do that. Okay. Right, let's tell midfield. Sprinkle a little bit of faith out there, why not? For this game. Oh, Heltner Nielsen is looking a bit aggressive. Right. Well, that's a better start. We're not losing in 90 seconds this time. Oh, hello, we've got a penalty. Heltner Nielsen was fouled. Board Finner steps up and bangs home the penalty. Early days, but a decent start. Unfortunately, we've had some decent starts of late in the league, and then we've made very heavy weather of finishing them off. Okay. Oh, hello, what are you doing? Are you sorting your sock out, or are you just absolutely winded already in less than 15 minutes? Christensen, oh, played it in low, didn't get there. Onyango. Oh, Finner. Oh, that's a lovely finish. If he was on. Oh, can they salvage anything from this match? Well, we've got that dangerous 2-0 lead we know and love. So, probably. Yeah, he's definitely on there. Took that beautifully and a lovely finish into the far corner. Nicely done, Board Finner. Right, come on. Oh, nodded wide. Right, I mean, Stabæk so far haven't done a thing, have they? Okay, whipped over. Oh, it's in! Heltner Nielsen's been heavily involved so far. Fouled for the penalty. Slams home a rebound. This one, his own rebound, in fact. More prodded than slammed. Right, well, 3-0. I wonder if we can hold on to that. Oh, fell over at the vital moment. I mean, this is looking more like opening day, Bran, isn't it, really? Oh, hello. That was a crunching challenge, but fair, apparently. Wangberg. What a wonderful name. Okay, he's launched it upfield. Basically to nobody. Castro tried a back heel. Why? Pass it to the man right in front of you. I implore you, Nicholas. Oh, good save, because that was well worked. Passed it straight through us there. Been coming back at us a little bit here. Oh, come on, get a tackle in. Alright. Someone's distracting me by doing star jumps on the bench. Oh, there we go. Right, Borsting launches it to Finner. Oh, that's another magnificent goal from Board Finner. That's his hat-trick. Borsting's assist won't be replayed again and again. This finish will. Let's have a look at this. I mean, that was just a sort of long ball through, but look at that touch, and then the volley. Stunning. Absolutely stunning from Board Finner. There's quite a big gap, I think, between... Well, I don't want to be fair to them, because frankly I'm still appalled at the performance they put in. But the second string obviously are the second string and were not match sharp in any way, shape or form, a lot of them. So there are mitigating factors to how shoddy they were in victory. And I do recognise that yes, it was a victory. It's another penalty. Board Finner is going to take it again. Can he get his fourth? He can. Goes the other way. Keeper dives the right way, but Board Finner. Wow. 4 goals already. I mean, Castro's playing all right. We'll have to see about his fitness. I mean, this is the ideal game to try and put some of those second stringers on for the second half. And get their match sharpness up a bit, isn't it? So that we don't have a repeat of that sluggishness and awful defending, certainly, that we had. I mean, how appropriately named with that team, though? I mean, Trauma. Tell me about it. Right, well, 5-0 up at half-time. We might win this one. Okay. Yes, we certainly deserve to be ahead. Now, it's not really his position, but I am going to put Hansen on for Castro because he does need the rest. I'm going to put Obi on as well at half time. Yeah, that's it for now. Oh, there we go. Is that ball? It's bored again. Oh. Ruffles the net once more. Plays it in. Helter Nielsen. Oh, it's bobbled. Oh, I thought he was going to head that in then. Thought it had to be a goal. well. Okay, half an hour to go. Let's put a few more on. Right, let's get the man on the booking off the pitch. Let's give Rash another bit of a run out, because we need those midfielders. The midfield engine needs to be up and running, doesn't it? And let's give Hegabo some time up front as well. Right, that's all my subs. That's me 5 subs. So if anyone goes down now, which, knowing my luck, in 2 minutes' time. Okay. Oh, Krona, well done. There we go. Get it where the space is, lads. It's not like we need to score. You can mess around with it in this half for all I care. I'd rather you didn't do that, in all honesty. That doesn't advance anyone's agenda, does it? Oh my word, I have to have words with this goalkeeper. How are you letting that in? I mean, forgive me for saying so, sir, but I think this is eminently savable. Yep. That's what happens when you just sort of try and push your arms at it and suddenly realise you're half brother to a T-Rex or something. And you've unfortunately inherited the forearms. Oh, bored. Oh, he's cannoned it off the woodwork. Still, I don't know, maybe he's just got shares in the club and doesn't want us to have to pay out clean sheet bonuses. It's a thought. I can't figure out why else he would be letting in the goals he's letting in. Oh, hello. He's chased that down and then not played a very good pass, but you know, fair play to him for running. Oh, tipped onto the post. Almost a nicely nodded goal from Boston. Finner launches it in. Nobody on the end of it. Well, Sandberg, but he doesn't play for us. Well, there's a strong wind apparently today. Have we noticed that? Don't know. Right, this has got to be the last few seconds, isn't it? Right, it's not us that's got an injury there. Oh, hello. Oh, well done. Well done. No, if it hadn't been for you, he might not have actually scored that. Let's just look at this again. Yep, you got yourself right in the right position, and it just played it to him, so it couldn't possibly even be offside, because apparently what you just did was deliberate. Right, well, we have... Oh, hello. Someone scored a hat-trick in the game. We've got another achievement. We scored 4, in fact, but... Okay, we've got a 9-point lead, and honestly, I know you've seen a 6-0 win and a 5-2 win and a 4-3 win in the Cup, which, let's face it, was shaky. But I don't honestly know how we are so far ahead of everyone else. But I will take it. I think the transfer window might open, sort of, well, probably opens around sort of like July or August or something. So we might come back for that and see if we've done any deals as well. And who knows? Will we still be perfect? You'll have to come back to find out. Well, on that tantalising note, I will say thank you very much for joining me, and like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.